everyone, to today's newest indoor adventure in the Four Keeps Beneath the Waves, Part 6. Today is March 28th, 2022, and you are loved. That is a very important thing that we like to remind each and every single one of our viewers and listeners at the beginning of each and every one of these streams. If this is your first time joining us, you can go to youtube.com/indooradventures to check up on all of the VODs of each of the games that we have played up until this point, or you can go towards anywhere audio casts are made available for free. You can find us there under the same moniker. And speaking of things that are being made available for free, if you go to patreon.com/indooradventures, you can check up on our after show called Nights in the Courtyard, where we answer questions not only from each other, but also from the community. Easiest way to ask us those questions, join us on our Discord. The link can be found in the Twitch chat to the side, or in the video, or in the description of this video or audio cast down below. Join us in our questions for the courts chat, and we will do our best to respond in kind. But let's say that you already support us on Patreon, you already support us on YouTube and Twitch and all of those other wonderful places, and you're trying to think to yourself, well, where can I go to help support this fantastic show even more? Guess what, buddy? I got your back. Quite literally, in fact, because if you go to indooradventure.redbubble.com, we got t-shirts, we got posters, we got mugs, we got crop tops, throat pillows, shower curtains, aprons, clocks, journals, and we also have face masks. That's right, we have Tiamat masks. That's face masks with the symbol of Tiamat designed upon them, designed by our very own Cyberwolf 1201, where all the proceeds of, at this point, our merch is currently going to help support Doctors Without Borders. So if you would like to help support a good cause, again, you can go to indooradventure.redbubble.com. Indoor Adventure, no S at the end, .redbubble.com. But that is it for my energetic opening spiel. So RJ, where can blah blah blah? Who you playing today?
Hi, I'm RJ, and you can find me at Caelum, the Shatterkai Wizard. We both go by he/him.
Hi, I'm LBHackEmUp. I'm slightly confused, but I'm playing Gwen, the Halfling Barbarian Fighter. We both go by she/her.
Oi, I'm Cyber. I use he or any pronouns, and I am very sleepy and confused as well. I play Arjhan. Arjhan is a draconian burnout. He/him.
And I can relate to that. Hi, everybody. I'm Wings, also known as Danae Keener. She/her. I'm going to be playing as Cori, the Elgin Paladin. She, they, and him.
I'm the Indoor Adventurer, he/him, and I am going to be your Dungeon Master. So, before we begin, last we left off, you all delivered Pink Dad successfully to the Hells to get him to start working on your mechanical tyrant. This new submersible craft that you were going to use to then go to the bottom of the ocean with the help of your hellish recruits. It was also at this point that... What else did we do? We didn't have the wedding last time. It's been a couple weeks since we played. The wedding was 2 sessions ago, but Gwen and Philip did have a rather candid discussion about what to do about children's. And we realized that you all, as far as getting the submersible ready, there's still about a month left of time, all things considered. Now, with that in mind, you also do know that with Oliviette having been making her way towards the seafaring town, this maritime town of Prospect, that there was a second stage. You realize that she was not actually that far away from reaching the Isles of Ellestria, which you also did have business to attend to, business that involved a particular tiefling who was currently going by Peter. He doesn't want people to know who he is, and you've been tracking him down for quite some time, as luck would have it. Now, again, that's going to be happening, or at least being able to reach the Isle of Ellestria in about 8 weeks. Or not 8 weeks, sorry, coffee. 8 days, and then out of a total of, again, 1 month before your craft is ready. Also, last time, puppies. We got a bunch of Blink Dog puppies. It was very cute, very wonderful. And during this 1 month, they're going to be all like floppy little puppies, and it's going to be a great time. But speaking of great times, as far as where you all left off, I know that Gwen and Philip were together. They were at the Goliath tribe. They were at the camp. Caelum, where were you last we saw you?
I think we all assembled for puppies.
We all assembled for puppies. Yeah.
Right, and Cori was doing their best to make their way to Buppies on a flying mount, and eventually got there. So, yes, thank you, Noctua. Everyone watched the bonus stage with our dear friend Philip as he put on the one-man show. But it was very good. It was a great one-man show. So that is where we last left off, with all of you currently at the Goliath camp. We'll say that it's moving into the next day, and again, you do have a bit of time before it is actually time to reach or at least to get to the Isles of Ellestria. So, is there any housekeeping that you all want to do while still on Alira before you make your way over there?
Not to my knowledge.
Nothing comes to mind.
Yeah, I don't think so. Just spend time with my man and the puppies.
Oh, probably bring Diantha back to
Yeah. Don't strand her.
dragging her around.
Okay. Are you using the house to take her home, or are you going to be going to a Fae crossing?
Fae crossing, because I assume they have regulations, and we shouldn't be like popping in and out all willy-nilly without going through proper channels, since she is also a Caelum.
Oh, now you don't go pop back and forth all willy-nilly. I see.
When it involves her.
Okay. For sure. All right.
I was gonna say, when it involves a Caelum?
No.
No, clearly not.
You're not.
You were a lower Kaelin for a while, so like, it's fine.
You got upgraded to demigod, so
I'm still a Caelum.
Yes, so, you take Diantha back to a Feywild crossing, and she, before she departs, she looks at you and lets you know that she had a great time. Other than, you leaving her for a couple hours unprompted. But, other than that, she still had a great time. Going to the wedding, kind of having you show her around everywhere. She likes it here. It's a little cold. I mean, it is winter time right now, but all things considered, she seems to have had a great time.
I enjoyed my time with you as well.
And you can see that, like, she sort of, like, has her hands in her pockets, and she kind of rocks her heels back and forth and says, it's been nice, but if I wanted to see you again, how would we make this work? Just hypothetically. You seem like you're a man of hypotheticals and considerations, right? So tell me, science boy. How would we make this work?
Thinks for a moment. He will remove his clasp and hand it to her. It's about the same thing as a sending spell, but if you ever need to reach me.
For the last while I've watched you use this, you realize that, right? This isn't directly just you, like I would be reaching everyone.
It's a bit of a stopgap until I can make a private one.
Oh, okay.
Unless you want me just to make the private one, and then I could have Ampleforth. No, Pink Dad's in hell.
Tell you what. Yuglon, he's in hell for the next month, right?
Yeah.
How about this? When he's done, when you have your thing finished. I'm still not entirely sure what it is. It looked cool from the designs, but when that's done, just bring him back. Have your stone ready. And then we can keep talking.
There's just a moment where Caelum's still thinking on it. He nods his head. Like, Diantha's probably seen this a lot, where he's just gotten so lost in fucking thought.
Mm-hmm.
But almost automatically, he just leans forward and kisses her on the cheek. Yeah, okay, yeah, sure. That could work.
She looks at you. You missed. And then she'll give you a big smooch.
Oh!
And then she says, if you're ever in my neck of the woods, then you have some time to kill. I mean, you just showed me all around your place, and yeah, you've been to the Feywild before. But it wasn't exactly Feywild proper, if you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
We're a little busy, so next time you come by, and she'll sort of like give you knucks across the lower part of your chin in a very friendly manner. I'll show you a little bit more of a relaxed time. How about that?
Sounds like a deal.
And then she smiles, that same gap-toothed smile that you've been making her have on her face for the better part of a month. And she says, I look forward to it. And then you see her she steps into this Feywild crossing. And then she brings her one hand over her ring finger where her Caelum ring is. And you see it glows, and then the Feywild crossing glows with that same springtimey pink light that just envelops her. And she looks at you, 2 fingers out, thumb up, and then makes a firing motion like it's a pistol, but she makes a kissing motion with her lips, and then she's gone.
Caelum travels back to the group silently, and as he arrives, there is just a shade of purple over his face.
Uh-huh. How was the goodbye?
Unintentionally, minor illusion is cast, and there is like just sakura blossoms that explode off the top of Caelum's head.
Proud of you, man.
She seems to have that effect on people.
What?
That's spring,
All right.
baby.
All right, tell me everything. Did you fuck?
And I think that Philip is just like, a gentleman never tells.
Well, I'm not a gentleman, and neither is he. Come on.
Wow, 1. Farron has always told me never to kiss and tell.
Ha! Ha! So you kissed her. Damn. Long time, man. I mean,
And
was this the
Philip
first
will
time in
lean
a month?
over. Philip will lean over to Gwen. They were kissing at the wedding. They've been kissing this whole time.
How did I miss that?
You were busy.
I guess that's true. And in my cups. All right, I'm proud of you. Punches you in the knee. Ow. So, what's the timeline here? I wasn't actually paying attention when we discussed it the other day.
Well, don't you have a time-sensitive mission from a certain someone? in
Parnell?
Civil? Yeah.
Yeah. Let's fucking do it. I'm ready. I've been ready.
Well,
If you stay
Please.
ready, you ain't gotta get ready.
We still have a wait.
Oh.
What's the expiration on that?
So...
it was 6 months from when we agreed upon the terms.
Yes, which was a time ago.
5 months ago, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. We've been doing like Feywild bullshit. We went to. It's been complicated, but I assume soon.
We should probably get that squared away before
Yeah.
we start adventuring under the sea.
You say he's in Sigil? Is that you said Sigil? I thought he was on the other continent.
Peter is in Ellestria.
Peter's
The
on
person who
other-
hired you is in Sigil.
Oh right. That was a weird place. Go back there and
Your
make some
hair.
coin.
Someone who was
Yeah.
eating it.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not gonna judge someone. Everyone has fetishes.
Yeah, you are in month 5 of the 6-month contract.
Oh, cool. I was totally bullshitting.
Great.
Let's do it. So we have to wait a week, and then we can pop over.
Yep.
Okay. So what do you guys want to do in the meantime? Puppy time? Puppy playtime?
Puppy play down with the puppies.
Spend the week raising puppies.
Oh, Caelum, do you have maybe something that they're not going to learn to blink for a little while, for a few weeks? Do you have like a containment unit that you can help with?
I can look it up.
Okay. Might be a good idea.
Pretty sure there is a spell for this. If not, we can always go to the Hells and look for a specific creature.
Okay.
Well, cribs in the Feywild are made so that the infant can't see outside. You can't blink where you can't see.
So if you just keep the pups in a kennel and throw a blanket over it at night time.
Aw. Sounds cozy.
It's kind of like a bird. You know, chatty
Okay.
parakeets throw a cloth over it night time to shut up.
I've never had a bird before.
Clearly what they
touches
do
a
with
hand to the
Eldrin.
chest.
Alright. Anyways. Yeah, okay, sounds good. So, think about that. And drinks tonight?
Or... Sure.
Yeah. Basically, chill for a week and then go, or are we all staying together?
Entirely up to you guys.
Fucking
Nowhere
leaving
really to
this
be.
shit, guys. Bye.
Cori will keep tabs on Olivia.
Okay. Olivia lets you know when they make it to Prospect, no problem. And then you guys let her know that you were planning on continuing, right? Like you wanted to go to the Isle of Ellestria. She's not like, yeah, I made it here. Like, we paid the fee to dock, and like we're waiting for you guys. Or did you say like,
If that was in fact our plan, then yes.
Yeah. Whatever our plan is, we obviously keep her up to date.
okay, sounds good. Yeah, so she is planning, like, she'll stop by Prospect, kind of refuel, and then make her way. She'll make her way to the Isle of Ellestria. She asks, did you want to sell your ship in Prospect, or did you want to wait? Or did you want to keep the ship?
That's up to you guys. I never heard a response back. Do we want to keep and bless the ship?
I don't know. Why would we need a ship?
So that we can launch our boat. Arjhan will pop in and try to sell the boat, or try to fix up the boat.
Okay. You know, bless the shit out of this boat?
Mm-hmm.
All right, sounds good. Yep. And then, Cori, are you also going to be blessing the boat?
I mean, Cori planned to, but
Okay.
if Arjhan wants to take that responsibility, that's totally up to him.
Great. Level 1 cleric. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. How are you going about kind of like sanctifying this boat? There is obviously like a ceremony style spell, but are you adding like a shrine to Tiamat? Are you doing any extra things to sort of make this more of a holy vessel?
Well, first off, I'm making it legal.
Okay.
Getting new VIN numbers and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then
As far as VIN numbers on a boat go, you basically just like paint over the old name that was on the back of the boat and then put a new name on there.
Yeah.
right, but like
What should we name it?
shit.
I was
Tiamat's
gonna-
bitch.
Okay.
No, what?
No.
Oh.
You roboted there, so all I heard was just the
I said the Tiamat's bitch.
Nah.
Nah.
Okay. How about Talos, and then a 4, EVR.
Huh.
A ship name can't be a vanity plate, Gwen.
What? I don't know what you mean. Every ship that I've seen has like a cool name.
I was going to call it Redemption.
Sure, I like that.
Redemption. I guess. Can we put a skull on it?
Sure.
In the O. Redemption. The O in the end. Yeah. Gwen is appeased.
Okay, so the boat's name is Redemption with a skull where the 0 is? Or where the O is?
Yeah. The 0 in redemption.
So, look, I was writing it down and I put a 0 in the notes and then I had to erase it because I'm tired. But, that's fine. So, Redemption?
Redemption.
Redemption.
Alright, sounds good. So, Redemption as the name of the boat. Yes, this is indeed the 5th keep. So, if you all want, over the next...
Until it sinks, inevitably.
So if you want, you can either get the supplies while while Oliviet is in Prospect, and then start on the overall machinations for switching that out, or bring them with from the mainland. Either way, it's up to you all.
For what?
For renaming the ship and cleaning it up and making
Okay.
it look nice.
Yes, we will do that here. We will do it here before, like, while Olivia, her ship is taking a little rest.
Okay, sounds good. Alright, so the name of the boat is Redemption, with the skull emoji where the O is. And then, yeah, you take the time, you can bless it. Roll a religion check for me.
Oops.
This will be for Arjhan, because he's the one who wanted to be in charge of the overall blessing.
Can I assist him?
Yeah.
Oh, you were assisting?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't forget your blood die as well.
Yeah, my blood die is a natural 20.
Oh yeah.
I think we're just gonna go ahead and use that.
Okay. So, you put the new name on it. You kind of go through the boat and you find... It's not that the entire place feels icky, but there definitely are a few rooms, a few spaces that have a worse vibe than the others do. And Arjhan, as part of your Sanguine Order, a lot of what you had learned about was how to kind of deal with things like the undead. There aren't any like actual ghosts here, but as far as kind of more of like a cleansing ritual kind of thing, you are able to enact that, as well as utilizing some elbow grease, going through the entirety of the ship. You are able to at least create a little bit more of a comfortable feeling throughout this experience. I also want to say that if you are on this boat, you can claim the captain's quarters for your own if you're going to be staying here and doing most of the cleaning, if you would like. Otherwise, there's always room on Oliviette's ship as well. But all things considered, over the next set of days, you are able to sort of cleanse any of that more ill-tempered vibe that seems to come from this. All right. And then was the rest of the gang also helping clean up the ship? Or were you doing other miscellaneous things on the material plane?
I'll clean up with the ship.
Okay, ship.
Yeah, physical
Ship.
stuff.
Anything. Caelum's also using fabricate on like raw materials to turn them into wood to retrofit the ship.
Nice.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, so with the religion check, that's able to cleanse the ship. Caelum, you are bringing out new materials to kind of get those retrofitted on. Gwen is strong enough that she is able to just sort of like maneuver any of these large pieces, large bits. And then all that's left is, I mean, do any of you have a particular role on a ship that you would like to fill?
Caelum was navigator for Oliviette for a while.
He was indeed. So, Caelum, you know how to steer the vessel.
When does sails?
First mate.
It's been so long since Saltmarsh.
Yeah, I just do all the rigging stuff.
Sounds
The
good.
heaving and the hoeing.
Cori is always second fiddle on a ship.
Simon,
Yes.
I have a flag from a sunken ship.
You've had that since the first one.
That was my random trinket.
That was your
Yeah,
trinket from the beginning.
What is it?
You tell me.
Firing off this Chekhov's gun.
What does it look like?
I don't know, but I'm
Nice
putting it.
selfies.
I'm putting it up. It,
Okay.
It has been redeemed.
Okay, so flag from a sunken ship. Let's go around the table and figure this out. Would it have been a trade vessel, or would it have been more of like a piratey style vessel?
No, it's a sunken ship that Arjhan has gotten a hold of. Would it have been in the crypt that he was locked in that one time?
That was where I was thinking that I originally got it from.
So
It's a pirate.
it would probably who all would have been in that crypt? Was that like a family mausoleum, or
I was thinking it was just like a town cemetery thing.
town cemetery? All right, I'd say it was from like an old like ship captain who retired and like died happily of old age.
Aw.
So let's say he was either a traitor or like army general
Okay.
guy.
Okay, the only thing close to a standing army that there is nowhere near the water, so it probably wouldn't be that one. So let's say it was a merchant vessels, in which case,
Ship
What did
out
they?
of
Wait.
Marysville.
What if they traded in saltwater taffy?
okay, and what
So
would
it's like-
that look like for the flag?
Well, I'm thinking like
It's
pastel.
like zebra
colors.
stripe gum that's like
Yeah.
down the sides.
Like it's
Oh.
just like pastel blue, and just completely like ruined and musty flag that's got like little peeps on it or something.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, they're a set of small chickens that are on this field of blue flag. Sounds good to
Mistake
everyone?
it for
Absolutely.
ducklings in an ocean or river.
Ducklings. Make
Yes.
it ducklings.
Okay. Let us roll a d4, Arjhan.
Why?
Decide how many ducklings are on the
Yes,
flag.
3? Okay, so there's one large duck, there's one duck, and then 3 smaller ducklings that are on this flag. And Olivia just sort of looks at it. She nods. She doesn't really have, like, a flag herself. It's more of, like, what she has on the sails. And, like, hers is, like, what looks like a crescent moon. But looking at that, she's like, very nice. Wonderful choice.
This will.
No one will expect that this was a slaver's ship. Now. It's much
We
cleaner,
need
much
to stop
happier.
talking about that.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure this is gonna give someone some mental whiplash because our heraldry is 3 ducklings and a flag of blue, and our ship's name is the Redemption.
Yeah.
What's wrong
I
with
mean,
that?
have you
With a
fought
skull
a
on
duck?
it.
Mental whiplash.
It's fine.
Oh look, that
It'll lull
It's-
people into a false sense of security.
My god, it's the redemption, and there's just ducks. Like,
It's like the full like black wrought iron house that's right next to the like pink pastel one.
but all on the same ship.
Yep.
Well, this is part of the blessing. Ducks are sacred to Coralon.
That was a thing that you told us at one point. I remember that. That was the scene that made me very upset, and I left my computer.
What?
What? Sorry.
What?
What?
Arjhan like bleeds on the flag.
Ah, shit.
Oh.
We need crumb soda.
And now it's just like a blood-stained.
Blood-stained field of blue with ducks on it.
Yep.
Righteous.
I love it.
You know what? This is as good of metaphor as anything.
To be honest, anyone who sees us coming, I think they know exactly what to expect.
Well said, Cori. Well said.
Okay. And together, aboard the Redemption, and with the help of the Moonrunner, you are all able to make your way past the town of Prospect towards the first island in the chain of islands known as the Isles of Ellestria. When you are at this point, it is on that 8th day, so you are making your way there in fairly good time. You see that there are like 2 tall rocks that seem to stretch up out of the ocean, and planted on them are these 2 large beams of wood that actually create a tall gate. And this gate doesn't look like it's actually sized to let ships through. It's more of just like a landmark, and in bright colored letters that seemed a little bit more weathered, at this point in time, you see written in common the words, "Welcome to Paradise."
Do you think they mean that in a metaphorical sense, or is the place literally called Paradise?
Olivia lets you know that the first island in the chain closest to Ellestria is called Paradise.
Oh.
Oh.
And as
Well,
you
aren't we green on this day?
Have you ever been? How aptly named is this?
As far as I am aware, as I've said, I have never really sailed this far before.
Have you heard
From
tell?
what I've heard, speaking with Sigurd, with other people, it's aptly named. As they say, you can find anything you are looking for there, so always helpful. And as you arrive several hours, I would say it's about an hour after you see this gate that you actually are able to get to the island proper. And as you are nearing it, the weather is lovely, to be honest. The last time you experienced weather this nice was on the Isle of Aresk, back when, you know, the Bronze Baron wasn't so mean and stinky after getting grounded and trapped by a hag and having his wings taken out. Everything's been fine on that island. Don't worry about it. But Paradise, where you find yourselves now. Again, it is lovely weather. You can see that there are nice palm trees. The beach is bustling. You can see small boats that are actually out going crabbing. And Oliviette will kind of motion towards the large docks that seem to outstretch this brightly colored town that seems to kind of go into what looks more like a forested jungle. At this point, she's able to find a place to kind of bring her ship up to relatively easily, and she will actually have Sigurd assist on your vessel to try and get it set up, get it ready. And while it does take a little bit of time, as this ship is arguably bigger than the Moonrunner, you are able to actually find a spot here at the dock. It is at this point that a inspector ends up coming up, one of these, or at least you think it's an inspector, one of these dock workers, and they are a tiefling. They have almost like a sandy goldish color to their skin. They have blue eyes, and their horns seem to be swept back a little bit, that almost go into like rivulets. And when they approach, they greet you all as you are coming down and say, "Welcome to Paradise. The name's Geyer. It's a pleasure to meet you all. If you haven't been here before, Sigurd, please drink something other than seawater." And Sigurd just like glares at him, parched lips, and just like walks past. And Geyer says, "If this is your first time, one, I have no records of whatever vessel this is that you have. Before entering the island, is there anything you would like to claim for trade, sales, anything of the sort?"
We're not trying to sell anything, are we?
Do you have anything on board?
Sales.
The docking fee is 50 gold per sail.
Which homophone are you referring to?
And he points to your ship.
How many sails do we have?
3.
I'll pay 150 gold. Insight check.
Yeah, roll an insight.
I will pay 150 gold.
Okay.
What is the local specialty here?
Well, that really depends on how much you are looking to spend. There are plenty of places that claim to have a local specialty. Honestly, the most special out of all of them would be if you went to Shrimps at the Quay. They seem to have the most unique beverage out of most any place here in Paradise. I will admit to that. They make this thing, it's like... I assume you're familiar with crustaceans.
I've
Claws,
heard of them,
and how you
yes.
can get like the meat from it, and the meat has a juice. What if you were to ferment that juice and then sell it as a wine? It's an acquired taste, to be sure. But if you're looking for that, it's very cheap. 1 silver per glass over at Shrimps at the Quay. Otherwise, if you're looking for something that's a little bit tastier, I want to say, well, you can go to the Three Brothers. Their specialty is a jambalaya. It's very delicious. Otherwise, there is the High Tide. And the High Tide, it's just nicer there.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds
Those
good.
are
Thank you.
primarily, I mean, if you're looking for at least like 1, 2, 3 levels of different establishments that you could go to, those are, well, your options. As far as if you're looking for items, gear of any sorts, well, there's the original Finder's Keep, run by a very, very, he's actually a little bit of sad gnome. I will admit he believes that his old partner, Orson, stole his business idea. It's not exactly the great... Or, I believe they were closed for a little bit, about a month ago, but Things That Make You Say Wow has a branch here. They'd be able to help you out. And then, of course, we have Thaneco. Thaneco, all of your needs, although you look like you have better accoutrement than Thaneco is currently able to offer.
I'm sorry, can you go back a little bit?
Yes, to which one?
Things That Make You Say Wow?
Yes, it was closed for a little bit.
It's open again.
Yes, it is open again. It was
Cori
closed for
gets a-
about 2 to 3 days. They said there was a sign on it that said that it was like up for new management. I'm not really
Cori
sure
gets a
what that meant.
faraway look in her eyes and just turns around and walks back onto the ship.
We have a history with Things That Make You Say wow.
Most people do.
If I'm looking to see if someone came through here, would you be the person I would talk to about that?
Yes, I am the dockmaster. But before you start asking about people that have come through, one, what is the name of your ship? This mighty fine and lovely vessel you seem to have brought onto my dock.
The disappointment.
The redemption.
The redemption.
The redemption. I'm sorry. Sorry.
The disappointment is
Okay,
me.
the redemption. And you said that you have nothing aboard
Ooh,
that you're
we are
looking to
here
sell.
we are here to do business, but we are not here to sell anything. We simply have a message to deliver, and we'll be leaving from here soon after.
Alright, nothing to sell. Okay. And then how many aboard your crew?
That's just us. 4.
Wow.
5? Olivia's
Impressive.
here, isn't she?
Well, Olivier's crew
Oh,
is
they're
accounted for on the Moonrunner.
I see. Alright, so I'll just put down the 4 of you.
Mm-hmm.
Then, alright, so before that, your friend, they were leaving, good name.
They do have a good name.
Which is
Cori.
Cori, okay. Last name for Cori?
I don't think they have one.
I'll just put down Cori. Alright, and you?
I am Gwen. Stompfoot.
Stompfoot.
Every week I learn something new about Gwen. Every week.
Okay, Gwen knows that Cori does not like people to know her name, okay? She is a fae creature, and she is not going to give up more than she knows.
And you. And he
Ca-
points towards you.
Caelum.
Okay, okay. Is that a K or C?
C.
C, okay.
Like the constellation.
Excellent. And then when he motions to and Arjhan. Last names, either of you? Surname? No? Alright.
No.
You can be a Stompfoot too if you want.
Right, so I have 3 without a surname, 1 Gwen Stompfoot aboard the Redemption, a 3-masted Karak. Does nothing to sell, all sound good? You've paid your fees?
Yes.
Would we also have to go through you if we've bought anything in bulk in town?
As far as exports go, Have you filed for them? If you are exporting anything of significant value, we do general checks to make sure that every once in a while, I will admit, several Stormcrows do come through here. We try not to deal with them as often as they can, or as often as we can, but they do make appearances.
How often are the frequency of the Stormcrows rolling through here?
Well, that's sort of the problem, isn't it? It's not like you're going to show up and be like, oh, I'm one of the slavers. It just sort of happens. We try not to, obviously, if notable people are recognized. We turn them away.
Good. Yeah, no, we're not doing any of that shit.
I should hope not. But, in the meantime, I have your information. You said that you were looking for somebody.
Yes. He was a tiefling when he changed, right?
Well, he's always been a tiefling.
He's always been a
I just couldn't remember if he
Gray-
turned human or not.
Grayskin tiefling with 6 fingers?
Yeah. Yeah, so his name he went by was Peter.
A little on the older side.
Super sketch.
We'll likely have a name starting with P.
And he is someone you probably wouldn't want to talk to for more than like 10 minutes.
And
Went on and on about almonds.
Geyer starts looking through his notes.
Forgot about
don't
that.
have anyone recently who goes by that name.
It
Might not have been
may have
recent.
been a long time ago.
Well,
let me
within the
check.
year.
Within the year. You're looking for a gray-skinned tiefling, 6 fingers. Name starting with the letter P?
Probably.
Is that his name?
No.
What? He's gone by Peter and Parnell.
I see. Well, I can give it a look. But I can't make any promises that I will be able to find him in a timely... Is this pressing?
Well, kind of.
We
would
may
it-
be able to find out something else on our own.
But if you find it out before us, there could be a little bit of a reward.
Are you bribing me?
We would be
No.
paying you for the services
your
rendered,
time.
yes.
Yeah, just-
All right. I'll do my best. In the meantime, you're more than welcome to ask around in town if he's as horrible to talk to as you say he is, as well as distinctive. I'm sure someone here has heard of him.
Okay. Oh, what are the laws on fighting here? Just as a random question.
Fighting, we understand that it happens.
Right.
Don't engage if you can help it.
Okay.
Please don't leave bodies in the streets. That's a bad idea.
That was one time, okay? Jesus.
And his
that
eyes
was
like
their
narrow
laws.
and he gets a look of concern. He's like, I'm...
Everyone in
All
the
right.
room has a fucking opinion, but it's fine. It's fine. You know, no, I'm not gonna. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry.
Gwen.
I'll be fine. What?
Gwen, stop.
What? Okay.
No explosions. It's a hassle for everyone. So if you can not do that...
Puts a sun forger on the ship. All right.
As far as... Other than that, I mean, like, don't... Look. Have you ever been to a city before?
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't like super
And
strict.
fighting is... Where
Yeah, not-
you're from,
not
fighting's
great.
like super common, regular. Just everyone's
Yeah.
out in the streets brawling?
I mean, pretty much.
He was raised in a
But
black
for like
tribe.
sparring, yeah.
We'll keep an eye on her.
Treat Paradise as a fine city. A
Looks like
wonderful city, even. Don't murder. Don't fight.
Okay.
Unless, of course, and like even if you are fighting, it happens in bars. We get it. The Trade Lord is very understanding of these sorts of things. So, if you're fighting in the bar, fight in the bar. Don't have it spill out into the street.
Yeah. Don't cause too much mayhem. Don't break things. I got it.
Yes.
Yeah. Standard.
Sorry, what's your trade lord's name, just for my reference?
Yogan Kadir.
Yogurt, Kadir.
Yogin.
Yogan.
Yogin. Yogin.
Common Y-O-G-E-N.
Yogin. Got it. I'm sorry, I've been on a boat for a long time just talking to these schmucks, so I'm just kind of like a little wired to be back on land.
Completely understandable. Now,
All right.
again, the Trade Lord understands bar brawls. At that point, it's up to the owner of the bar whether or not they want to do anything about it. We do have guards that do patrol the town, so that way they can check in case anything's spilling out. Again, they're on the lookout in case anybody is causing general issues. But you're all not going to cause general issues here in Paradise, are you?
Nope.
Excellent. Wonderful, then. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have other ships to take care of, and apparently I have a name to track down as well. And if you wouldn't mind, can you please repeat all of this to your friend who walked away?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Yes.
Caelum meanders away somewhere. He's going to use minor illusion to shape a tiny Parnell, what he used to look like, and then immediately cast portrait into a glass orb.
What he looked like after he changed?
Yeah, like the elder Parnell.
Yeah.
And he'll hand it over to the dockmaster. This is what he possibly looked like before coming here.
Okay. Roll with advantage. I have seen this individual before. They came several months ago. They said their name was Perry.
See?
I don't know if they've left Paradise or not, but I do know that they did come here.
Okay. Perfect.
So, looking for them, hopefully.
We're not gonna murder him, don't worry. We just have a message.
Alright, but if he turns up dead, have you all in my ledger.
Alright.
What? I really feel like he's the type of person that we're gonna stumble upon his body because he said some shit to someone wrong, and it's gonna get blamed on us.
If he hasn't been killed by now, if he's been here for months and hasn't been killed yet, then I think we're good.
Will you be good?
I'll be fine, guys. I have self-control. I'm a married lady
I
now.
mean, will you be
No.
good if he turns up dead and you can't deliver on your message?
Oh yeah, no, I'll be fucked.
I'm gonna go talk to Cori.
Okay.
I'm gonna go talk to people.
Sounds good. While you talk to Cori, I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. I'm so sorry. This coffee just goes right through me. My bladder is the size of a pea!
Is what he's gonna do.
Fun indoor facts.
Coriander
No?
expunges what was told to them.
Absorbs like sponge.
I cast. What was it?
Exposition.
Expedite exposition.
Adorable.
And yeah,
Well,
that's where
if
we
he's
stand.
if he's here, is there anything that he might have on him that we would recognize? No, wait. I think I have locate person now. Hold on. Let me look through my mental notes. Stand by. I have locate creature. Aha!
Oh, well, that'll narrow things down a bit. What is that? 1,000 feet?
It is indeed 1,000 feet. What do you know? I could just summon Ambleforth, do a couple of sweeps of the city.
I wonder if legend lore would work on Parnell.
Good question.
Legend lore?
Is he
Yeah.
infamous enough for this?
Let me read the statistic. Name or describe a person, place, or object the spell brings to your mind a brief summary of significant lore about them. The lore might consist of current tales, forgotten stories, or even secret lore that has never been widely known. If the thing you named isn't of legendary importance, you gain no information.
It's worth a shot.
It's worth a shot. That's a tomorrow thing, though. Cori has locate creature, by the way, Simon.
Okay. Sounds good.
Oh, what a man.
God. Elusive.
The cryptid, y'all.
It's like Bigfoot himself. Alright.
And Justice Harry.
And so the conversation So the conversation between Cori and Caelum was essentially figuring out the tracking utility that the two of you have.
This
Okay.
This is the plan.
Sounds good.
This is the way.
Alright, so Arjhan, you were gonna go and talk to people.
Yes, I would like to ask around with as much disdain as I have for this man and see if anybody in one of the bars or anything has
Reciprocates. Visceral. Not
Yeah.
visceral. Visceral
Yeah.
reaction.
Make an investigation check.
17.
17. I would say it takes the better part of an hour or so. But you hear that there used to be haven't seen him in a while, but there used to be a tiefling matching that description who actually worked at the original Finder's Keep. Like they said, they haven't seen him there in a while. From what they'd heard, it seems that this gnome Helios, who actually runs the original Finder's Keep, caught this man stealing from him on several occasions, and even after a few warnings were given, he just couldn't. It was a liability. He couldn't do it anymore.
I will absolutely go follow up with that person.
Okay.
Gwen goes with.
Okay, sounds good. And then Cori and Caelum, are you two going as well, or are you just like going out about the town, also trying to inspect on different avenues?
Yeah, we'll let the elves roam by themselves.
Yeah.
That's historically worked out great for everyone.
Exactly.
Is it elfing off if they elf off together?
Yes.
Yes.
They're both elves.
I'm pretty sure that's where we get the term from, was the two of them going off and getting into shenanigans. So, which one of you would like to roll an investigation check?
That guy.
Could do it.
Him.
All right. So,
I'll help
Caelum,
him.
make your investigation check.
I'll help him, but he should roll it.
Help is always nice.
Like, I'm sorry. Did you guys forget that my catchphrase is "Stay dumb, Cori"?
Dirty 20.
A dirty 20. Okay, so so with a dirty 20, while you are investigating around, you also find out that Parnell, then Peter, now Perry, did indeed work at the original Finder's Keep. And we say the original Finder's Keep because when you actually go by that building, original is in all caps and like underlined several times for the building. And it looks like it was like an added on piece of wood. Like it was just the Finder's Keep at one point. And then later got the original addendum onto it. So you find out that same information that Arjhan and Gwen do as well. But you also know that he, as luck would have it, has been run out of several bars in the town. You know that from your understandings, he was allowed into High Tide once. And it seems like he caused too many problems while he was there, and then got 86'd from the establishment. And then, from what you've been able to gather, the Three Brothers bar sort of deals with Parnell sometimes, /Peter /Perry. But for the most part, it seems as though they don't really have a whole lot of information. And then Shrimps at the Quay, also just known as Shrimps. A lot of more ne'er-do-well types seem to frequent that establishment. Arjhan, when you and Gwen end up going into the original Finder's Keep, you end up meeting the proprietor, Helios, who is just kind of a sad-looking gnome, all things considered. His hair has the it's shaved along the sides, but then parted in the middle to create almost like a monk's ring. But again, it just is like a bowl cut if it was cut a little bit higher up. And he has more of a droopy mouth. And when you arrive, just, how can I help you?
We are looking for one of your previous employees, actually. We're wondering if you could point us in the correct direction.
If you're looking for Orson, he and I aren't friends anymore. He took my business idea and he ran with it. Now he's saying that he's the original Finder's Keep, but everybody knows that I'm the original Finder's Keep. That's why it's on the sign outside.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. I was actually more interested in Perry.
Oh.
And you can just see, like, there's a look of disdain.
What has he gotten himself into this time?
I'm not exactly sure, but I'm sure it has that sort of, I'm sure it garnered that sort of reaction.
He said that he needed a job to help support his wife and kid. I never saw them. Kept asking about it every once in a while. Tripped him up on a few names. His daughter's name wasn't the same several months in. Then I also noticed that few of my things, my wares, were going missing when he was on staff. Never trusted him with a key.
Probably a good call.
Mm-hmm. He always spent his time down at Shrimps after his shift, drinking on that claw wine.
Gross. Anything else you can tell us about him?
Is he still in town?
As far as I know, it's not like I'm checking up to see if he's gone. I hope he's gone.
Right.
What is around the store?
So from what you can see, what is on display at the original Finder's Keep, there is a broom that is mounted lengthwise up on the wall that has written underneath it, Broom of Flying, 1,000 gold. There is a shield that is upon the wall as well that says Shield of Ranged Resistance, 1,000 gold. You can see that at the front counter, there's a glass display unit, and inside of the display, you can see what looks like a small figurine of an onyx dog, and it has a price tag of 1,500 gold pieces written next to it. And then on a weapon rack, you also see a mace of smiting, 2,000 gold pieces, and what looks like a rope that has sort of a bluish hint to it that says Rope of Entanglement, 1,500 gold pieces. Also, you can see that sort of in a back corner that seem to be coated in dust are two very fine-looking weapons. But they seem to have more of like an antique quality to them. And you see written next to it, on a small little card, relics from the KRMayerIllustration Empire now on sale. And one you can see is 1,500 gold slashed out, 1,000 gold slashed out, 750 gold, and that's the current going price for what looks like a spear. And you also see what looks like the makings of a bow that has a similar 1,000 markdown, 750 markdown, 500. And when you get a look at them, being much closer, especially on the spear tip itself, you can see that it is made of a metal that you've only really seen once before. These weapons, this bow, this spear, they are made of what you would know as Titan steel.
Whoa.
What are they both going for?
The spear is 750 gold, and the bow is 500. And looking at those, Helios says,
"Oh, I see a man of culture. Those I've had for a while now. As you can see, as the card, I've had them verified. These are genuine KRMayerIllustration artifacts. Weapons from the sunken empire itself. They say that inside each one of these weapons lies a powerful spirit willing to help out whoever purchases them. With things like marksmanship, accuracy, spearfishing if you have it,
Sassy quips.
sassy quips. I haven't heard any of the sassy quips.
No, just the ones that I have in my head offer a lot of sassy quips.
Have you seen a doctor about those?
Oh no! Gwen like pulls out the Runtax and then summons Grayskull.
Oh my goodness!
and
That's what I
you see their eyes go wide. Helios is,
May I see?
You can look. Don't touch it.
like it's like far.
Oh my!
And he sort of like writes it onto so that way the axe head is down and the handle's up.
How are you? You must be incredibly strong.
What
And
can I say?
as he looks at it, you see him pull out what looks like a small jeweler's lens. And he begins looking at it.
Just these patterns. This is incredible.
Thanks.
Where did you find such an impressive tool?
It was bestowed upon me by the ancients.
It must have been.
And he grabs the spear out of the display rack and sets it next to the runt axe. And that wave-like pattern that Salamarn had brought and bestowed upon it is reminiscent of the same patterning that's actually on the weapon.
Oh.
This is, and you say that they're active.
Yeah, oh, very. They talk a lot.
Impressive.
Thanks.
Are you from the Empire?
And he motions towards Grayskull, and Grayskull's like, I don't like him, he seems sweaty.
Yeah, the answer's no. You said no.
What the hell is he talking about? Where's the Cajun? What's a Cajun Empire? I don't understand.
I don't know. I think he wants maybe Salamarn. Can you swap out for a second, buddy?
Okay. And you see him turn, and, like, there's the phantom, like, Top Gun high five, and as he disappears, the high five's completed and Salamarn emerges.
Do you recognize this spirit?
Oh my god! Yes, it's you?
Okay, alright, dude. I'm gonna need you to calm down.
How much do you want for it?
Oh, you are not getting this. Anyways, Salmar, do you recognize this?
Salamarn shakes her head no.
Alright, cool.
I will take both these weapons and the Onyx Dog.
And which one?
Both of the weapons and the Onyx Dog.
Of course. Will you need these gift wrapped?
No, we'll
Yes.
take it. No, we'll take care of it.
Okay.
But if I mean, I don't know if you. Is there anything else that you may have been reminded of Harry?
Harry, no. Again.
Maybe where he lived?
Lived. Lived towards the seaside. If you can find a shanty that no one's currently inhabiting, it's sort of fair game here in paradise. And whether or not he was honest about how he found it or came about it, I'll never know.
Right. But the oyster place is where he usually hangs out?
Shrimps, yes, shrimps at the
Shrimps,
Cori.
sorry, shrimps.
You'll want to speak with Bernard.
Menard?
Bernard with B.
Okay.
How much was all the stuff?
So the Onyx Dog was 1,500. So you're looking, and then the bow was 500, and the spear was 750. So you're looking at 2,750 gold pieces.
Okay.
Gwen retrieves the runtax, places it on her back, takes the spear, flips it around, and like kind of rests it on her shoulders and puts her arms on it.
Can I just touch it one last time?
What?
The axe. I've never seen something so beautiful, something so pristine from the cage room before.
In Gwen's mind, don't be racist, don't be racist. Yes, you may touch it one more time.
And he just like the slow finger down the edge of the blade, and you just hear Grayskull just ew, 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 ew.
He is sweaty. He's very sweaty.
He's sweaty, I don't like him! His hands are clammy, make it stop!
It smells like old plastic or furniture.
Okay. Yeah, it was great doing business with you, my dude.
Please, if ever you need anything, remember, the original Finder's Keep will have what you're looking for. Don't shop at things that make you say, wow, they're not local. You want to help support small business, don't you?
Right.
It was lovely to meet you.
And lovely to meet you as well.
Get the fuck out of here.
We're going to Shrimps.
And you just, like, as you leave, there's a small little gnomish hand that shakes out the door.
The door closes and Gwen just... Fucking gnomes! Ah! Blah.
Anything about the sphere and the bow that I need to add to my inventory?
They are... I believe, they would be considered adamantine.
Okay.
I just had to do a mental check of, like, are adamantine weapons actually listed in the handbook, or are they different?
They are. I imagine as all this is going on, Caelum and Cori had gotten walking bowls of jambalaya.
Yes, you stopped by the Three Brothers?
Yeah, asking about Perry.
Alright, so the Three Brothers, before we go to break, I will let you know who the Three Brothers are, because it is named after, who would have guessed, Three Brothers. The bartender is an orc by the name of Hrothgar. Also working is his half-orc brother, Johansson, and his human brother, Kendall.
This is my brother and me thing.
No.
No, it's just a spectrum of orc human.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're just brothers.
no. Cool.
Each
It
bowl
sure
of
sounds like
jambalaya.
Kardashians.
Each bowl of jambalaya is 3 silver pieces, so I hope you brought your big wallets today.
Oh, I have to deposit 200 rupees at the merchant so that I can get the big wallet, but then I have a 24-hour time limit.
It's okay, just play the Song of Time, go back, and you'll still have access to all of that.
Okay. Can't pay for this one.
Okay?
Oh, thank you.
No, I do not regret getting the really spicy.
You
Okay.
don't?
And Cori, as you and Caelum end up having your jambalaya, and Arjhan, you and Gwen also end up meeting at Shrimps at the Quay. I would say that the 4 of you end up converging at roughly the same time. And as you approach this bar, you can hear what sounds like a steady beat that seems to be coming from inside of the bar. And at Shrimps at the Quay, you can see on a chalkboard, it says, tonight. And then underneath, Tehan the Devil. And there's a little rabbit head that's drawn next to it. And you can hear people cheering and yelling inside, but mostly you can just hear this beat. And as you approach, you hear... So I mix my gin with air again, just to feel like I'm not drowning. I said it once, I said it twice, but at this point who here's counting? That if we were to make the trip down past them roaring waves, I may as well have found myself swimming in my own grave. From beneath the water you'd never return, salt still on your lips. So hear me now and listen good, 'cause you'd all sink like ships. These waters here don't rightly churn, and it's been that way for years. But if you see what lies beneath, you'd know I'd rightly fear. Ain't nothing good could come of it, drinking up the bitch's tears. But if and then there's all that's left, I'd toss it back like beer. So promise me then that if you find yourself below the waves, you do your best to heed my advice and pick a god and pray! Ha! And as he says that and the crowd starts cheering, that is where we are going to go to our break for the evening. So, we are going to be back in 5 to 10 minutes. Don't go no place unless it's to grab a food, grab a drink, grab a friend, or possibly go to indooradventure.redbubble.com, pick yourself up something nice, and we'll see you guys shortly. All right, everybody. See you soon!
Hello, everybody.
Simon.
Yeah.
Shit, whenever we were walking through the stores, I I feel like Arjhan would have seen like a big paddle sale at the boat store. You know, it's quite an ordeal.
God damn it. You killed LB. You apologize. She's dead now.
That was good.
That's fucking
that one.
incredible. I'm happy you're my friend.
You monster.
Incredible. So, you all have just stumbled in at the end of this song. And as you came in, as this Harengon, this rabbit folk was playing, you had seen that they were playing on what looked like a lute, but then for a style of percussion, what they ended up doing, and it seems like I was on the wrong mic before, so let me just adjust that really quick. But the way that you had actually seen the percussion work is that there was a sort of like traveler's trunk, almost like a suitcase that had been set up that looked like it just had a kick pedal built into it. And the Harengon was just sort of like stamping on the kick pedal to make the percussion go as they continued to play. But as the song reaches its crescendo with this rabbit folk yelling, "Pick a god and pray," there is a raucous cheer from the bar. There are people like throwing their wine, like raising their wine glasses, and you can see like it's a chunky wine. It's not a smooth beverage. Like this is like you're getting a chowder and alcohol all in one. It's great.
Prison punch.
More or less. It's very cheap. It seems again there is raucous applause. People seem to be cheering, and as it sort of it begins to die down, as this Harengon begins to sort of just continue playing a song. It doesn't seem like it's nearly the fan favorite that the previous song was. But you are now in this bar, and looking around, you can see that there are a variety of people here. There are tieflings, there are humans, there are half-elves, there are full elves, there are goblins, there are even kobolds, and standing behind the bar is a grizzled-looking human with a massive set of mutton chops that, Arjhan, you would at least know by the name of Bernard.
Should I look scary for here?
Why?
No.
Got it.
I will stop by Bernard, ask for some drinks, and if he knows about Perry, or if Perry comes in.
And when you ask for drinks, he'll sort of look at you and just, what'll it be? You interested in the specialty? It's 1 silver per cup.
What do they have that's not the specialty?
We got piss water and we got head mead.
I'll try the specialty. I'll try anything once.
Oh, we also do have... We're trying a new thing out. So basically what I've done is that I've taken tomato juice, some clam juice, some beer, and a little bit of spice, and I've sort of added it all together. Call it like clamato.
Clamato?
Clamato, clam tomato, clamato.
I hate that this is a real thing.
Sounds like a venereal disease.
I hate that it's a real thing.
It's sort of spicy. It's got a little bit of like a green chili taste to it as well.
I'll try it.
Yeah, one of those for me too.
All right, so we got two clamato picante. We got what? You wanted a claw wine?
Yeah, I'll take the special.
All right, 1 special, 2 clamatos. And what about you?
Well, what was the thing he said after piss water?
Piss water, head mead.
What's that?
Basically, when you have the tap, and you fill up a cup of beer, all of the foam that comes off then gets collected into a bucket that then like stabilizes itself back into a liquid after the fact, And then he just kind of scoops a cup of that out.
Hey, quick question.
Yeah.
What is he? Where's the beer that he's pouring from the tap?
He says they're out.
Oh, okay.
That's the piss water.
I was like,
Yeah,
how
that
is he
actually
making-
is the piss water.
I was like, how is he making head mead?
Yeah, who hurt you, Simon?
That's an actual thing. Look, Knights in the Courtyard.
I'll take the head meat.
Okay, so 1 head mead, 1 special, 2 Clamato Picantes. We got all these coming right up. The Clamato Picante is 5 silver. The head mead... Head mead's 5 copper.
Good. Do you know of Perry?
Perry, remind me what he
Tiefling.
looks like again.
Gray.
There's a gold piece that goes on the table and slid his way.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, I know Perry. He comes by here every once in a while. Worthless little shit.
Right.
Fuck
has
him,
he-
always
is
makes
he
fun of
s-
my cooking. My
Right. Is
cooking.
he still in?
Mm.
Is he still in town?
Last I know, it came by here last night, so unless he skipped ship.
Solid.
Another 9, I'll tell you where he lives.
Oh shit. Maybe
I'll-
we'll wait on that.
I'll give him the other 9.
He looks at it.
Got no time for people who waste mine. Thank you.
Sorry.
No, not you.
Oh. Okay.
You've been fine. You're trying my new drink, making sure that it works nice.
Yeah.
And he will give you directions. It is very much the same as the original Finders Keep owner Helios described. There are some shanty shacks that are built closer to kind of like down the quay side towards the edge of the dock, but more closer to the residential district. There are sort of these shanty shacks that are more of like a first come, first serve, as people, like, if you don't want to pay, you can live there, but there's no real security. The guards don't really come by. It's not exactly the safest or the best part of town by any means, but he gives you directions as to how to get directly to Perry's house.
He's pretty popular these days, it would seem.
He is.
Nods. Second one's come by today looking to ask where he was.
Who are these other people?
He sort of shrugs.
I put down a platinum.
He looks at the platinum, looks at you.
Tiefling called themselves Harm, looking for him.
Oh, good. Okay, cool. Well, thank you for the beverages.
I'm sorry, did you say harm?
Common Harm, yes.
Do we know harm? Do we know harm?
I've never met a tiefling named Harm.
Simon, do we know
You
harm?
do not know a harm.
Well, if if their name is harm, as in to
We should-
injure or
We should go there now.
We should go.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh
Gwen
no,
just-
I won't be able to finish my head meat.
yeah. I'm sorry. How long ago was harm here?
I'd probably say maybe about an hour ago.
Okay, thank you.
I have a question. Is the Clamato basically a Bloody Mary?
No.
It's a clamato.
Yeah. Next time you're at your local gas station, look for the chilada.
Okay.
Yes.
I think I won't, but Cori will politely take a few sips of that and
Cori,
say, yeah?
it is thick like a porter. But imagine if you made V8 bubbly
huh.
and it invaded every nook and cranny of your mouth with this clam, like salty, briny flavor, but pervasive with the tomato acidity that also had a slight fizz to it.
How spicy is it?
Not at all.
She takes a couple of sips and she says, "Could use a bit more pepper." And then she just like tosses a tip on the table and heads out the door.
Gwen downs it.
Gwen,
And it's like,
it's foul, but like at the same time, as you leave this building, it just stays. Like there's nothing you could do. Like if you even had other beer, more pungent beer, and like swished your mouth with it, the flavor would stay.
that's gonna be terrible for a while.
Lori is
Special
like
unfazed.
And then Caelum, are you having a sippy of your booze chowder?
yeah,
Your claw wine?
sure.
Booze chowder.
So you know how like sometimes they'll put like a lemon wedge on the top? There's just like a little crab claw that's just hanging out, like clamped on to the top of the glass. And you're not sure if it was put there after or if the crab claw was removed while attached to the glass.
Gross.
Yeah, but how does it taste?
It is briny. It's a little milky. Like it's like it's not really a wine necessarily, because it's not sweet, but it has that like that wine
it's like,
texture to it, where it's like
an
it's not a
alcoholic
bubbly.
chowder.
Yes. It's a milk.
the-
It's what is it like when you get like chocolate wine, where it's like that like really rich and creamy wine. It's like that,
As
but it
they
tastes like
leave,
the sea.
Caelum looks horrified, and he says, "I don't know if my taste buds have been dead for so long, but I actually kind of like that."
Caelum, can you like prestidigitate tastes away?
I don't know prestidigitation.
Here. And Arjhan will from his side take out a you recognize like the bloodstones around it, but the vessel now looks like this black dragon horn that's just like a little like Nordic drinking horn that's just
Wow.
like now tied on his belt, and he'll drip a little bit of blood in it and hand it to you.
All right, I trust you.
It's mead.
Oh. Didn't take it away, but that does taste pretty good.
Gwen, you swish it around and you swear you get every corner of your mouth, but there's something about the viscosity of the clamato juice, this chelada, that just like
Stop calling it that.
it is. Look, that's what it's called, man.
I know! It just sounds so bad.
You gotta try it. You gotta try it at least once.
Oh, Lord.
No, thank you. I think this fellow would probably be better off doing soups, stocks, and sauces.
Oh, God.
He's got
If
a real
Parnell is-
bend for the savory.
Yeah, if Parnell is dead when we get there, we can resurrect him, right? We can bring him back.
Depends on how long ago he died.
Let's hurry.
Did we got a hold of his house, right?
Yeah. No.
Okay,
Again, Bernard let you know exactly where to find Parnell.
excellent. Boot scoot and boogie all the way over there.
Yep. And when you arrive, you see that it is this sort of shanty house. The door is shut. None of the lights are on. And the windows are drawn.
Never a good sign, is it?
Open the door.
The door is locked.
I'll go around back while you guys knock.
Okay, I got this. Knock,
Just
knock,
in-
knock, knock.
Just in case he tries to take a runner.
And Cori, as Gwen is knocking and you are rounding the corner, you all hear the sound of crashing glass. And you see a grayskin tiefling diving out of his own back window onto the road, and they just like start running.
Can I face step to him and just fucking tackle him?
Perfectly techno. Thank you so much for the raid.
Whoa, hello!
Hey! Good timing.
There's so many of you.
So Yeah, Cori, you face step over towards Perry, and the first thing that they say when you face step, just whatever it is, I didn't do it.
Grovel.
Oh Jesus!
I will cast command.
Okay.
Arjhan.
And they, you see just like, and like, raise up their hands, 6 fingers, old weathered face, and just, please, I have a wife and child, and oh my god, it's you guys, I'm so sorry! And like, as he continues to sort of like get down onto his knees.
Jesus.
Please, you gotta believe me. I didn't know. I never knew. I just, look, I'm here.
Gwen, what do you have for him?
Hey, I have this letter for you, my dude.
Corey's gonna
Don't worry.
kneel.
We're not gonna hurt you.
Yeah, Corey's gonna
Not
kneel
gonna hurt
down
you.
next to him and like put her hand on his back, in a way that like is almost like, hey, I'm gonna comfort you, but like her hand forms a fist on his shirt collar.
Here,
no.
I just need to give you this.
Why couldn't
My
you
dear
have
old
just-
friend.
You could have just sent it in the mail. You didn't have to do all this.
But hand delivering a letter to a friend is the best way to do it, right?
I assure you, we had to do this in person.
And Gwen, as you give this letter over to Perry, you see them just, I don't really have a choice, do I? I promise they're not mine. And he goes to grab hold of it. And as he does, you hear what sounds like a ticking clock from
Tuck and
the
roll.
paper.
Oh God!
And
Tuck and roll.
there is a voice that comes from the paper
Oh God.
that says, "Looks like your time's up, boy." And as that voice emanates, just what? No, you really can't be doing that! And then you watch as a circle appears beneath him. And a brilliant cone of light extends out from underneath. And from the back of this cone, you see what looks like a fox-faced humanoid, like the shadowy, sketchy outlines with 2 claws extended out, grab onto his shoulders, and he looks at you all and mouths help. And then the hands push down, and you see him just shoved into this cone. And then
Hey.
there is a pause as again you still see this like burning shadow of this fox-like figure look at the 4 of you, and then over to you, Gwen. And it puts a hand towards its chest and gives you a little bow. And you hear contract completed. And then
Okay.
as the cone disappears. And all that you are left with is the burned symbol of what looks like a clock. Like the front face of a clock with its hands at the mid, with both hands pointing towards 12.
So
Caelum, could you do that?
Probably. Was this a spell or a spell-like ability?
Make an Arcana check.
I use a reaction to copy it if it's a spell.
Make an Arcana check.
Arcana check. 28.
28. This was a spell, but it was a contingency style spell
Oh, okay.
because the creature that created this is technically older than the Blood War.
So do you guys want to hit up high water or something? Like, we still have the rest of the
Wait.
night.
Okay.
What's
First
high
of
water?
all, Well, Parnell's probably got some shit in there, right? He's stealing stuff.
Yes, but do we really want that kind of contraband?
We could return
it to an official.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
All of it.
All I'm saying is I don't want to inherit anything from Parnell.
And
That's
as
fair.
you say that, Cori, Arjhan, you can feel like hairs rise up, or not your hairs necessarily, but you get that feeling that kind of
Feels.
goes up your spine.
Okay, I
Gwen,
got
you feel the
frills.
hairs. As the two of you look up and you can see, crouched on top of a building,
Oh god, Batman's here.
is an individual. They have blue skin. They're wearing these darkened robes. And Cori, you recognize the style of robes. You've seen them, technically, before, when you were on the high seas with Oliviette. They're dressed like one of the Stormcrows.
Points.
Likewise, this individual is wearing a mask. And the mask itself is that of what looks to be a demon. It has 2 teeth sort of extended up. It is blue. It looks handmade with this sheet of white that extends back, and you see 2 red horns sticking up. And as this individual looks down at the lot of you, you can see them raise 2 fingers and then make a motion. And as they do, from where you were, you can see from this alley, from 2 separate alleyways on either side, 2 separate individuals also emerge. And the one in the mask says, let me see where I have it written down. Kill the others. And then they motion towards Arjhan. But this one lives. The good doctor will pay handsomely for him, I'm sure. I'd like for everybody to roll initiative.
Holy shit! Ah!
Oh, lovely.
Oh, hell yes.
25.
Love a 10.
I got a dirty 20.
I got an 11.
I got a 12. Alert does nothing for me. No, I'm kidding. It does. It does a lot.
It allowed both you and Arjhan to detect this individual standing
Yes,
atop
yes.
the rooftop, so that's good.
You know what? It could have been a lot worse.
It could have been bad, that is for sure. All right, so top of the round, Arjhan. Arjhan, the individuals that you see, there is what looks to be a moderately armored drow that is stepping out, as well as what looks to be a half-elf that is sort of like kind of slunken down closer to the shadows.
I am flying up toward the roofs, and I am taking some shots at Devil Mask.
Okay. Sounds good.
So, how long has it been since combat?
The entire arc.
Okay, how does Dread Ambusher work? First turn.
First turn, first attack. You get an extra one.
If you take the attack, you can make 1 additional weapon attack as part of that action. Okay. Bonus action, I would like to cast Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
For my first action, I would like to shoot.
Shoot.
Does a 26 hit?
26 does.
Uh, 18 points of acid damage.
Okay.
Second shot.
So, they're going to use their reaction. And as this beam of energy courses towards them, you watch as they extend their hand out and almost catch it, whirl back, and then send it back your way. As they are going to use a deflect missile.
Okay.
Okay, so when doing that, that will reduce it to 0. Which normally it would catch it in one hand and the hand is free, but because it is energy, it just sort of dissipates. Because I don't know how else they would hold on to an energy bolt.
Are they throwing it back?
Let me see. Because it deflects it if the damage is reduced by X. If it's reduced to 0, they catch the missile if it is small enough to hold in one hand and has a hand free, but it does not say that they throw it back. I believe that's just for players.
You can use a key point to throw it back. Oh, yeah.
I believe that's just for players.
Yeah.
Okay, 23 hit.
Okay, 23 hits.
Is Hunter's Mark once per turn or
Every
on all of them?
every hit.
17 points of damage.
Okay.
And 29 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
For 11 points of damage.
Okay, sounds good. That's why. Okay. Okay. Doing it well. So that was Arjhan, your turn. Next up is going to be the roguish individual that is here. And they are going to... They're going to rush up to the less armored of you all. The wizard. The boy with the staff wearing fancy robes. That screams wizard. And they are going to rush up to you. And they are going to potentially make a stab. That is a 32 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. Sounds good. Whoop. Okay, so that is going to be for 41 points of damage. 16 from a 16 from their rapier, and then 25 from their sneak attack. And then they're going to stab you again. Because they can do that. That is going to be for a 32.
Mm-hmm.
For another 16 points of damage. And then does a 22 hit.
I will shield that one.
Okay. Sounds good.
Oh, wait, no. That would be just. So that would still hit. Never mind. So it does hit.
Okay, sounds good. And then that is going to be for 10 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Okay, and then they are... Let me see. Going to use their bonus action to then disengage from you and go back into the shadows. Next up in the initiative order is Cori. Cori, there is a drow, this dude who just like popped back into the shadows, and then Arjhan is flying engaged with this tiefling who just caught a bolt of energy in their hand and then got shot twice.
Terrifying. Is there a way that I can step into the middle of the battlefield so that I have each one of our enemies within 30 feet of me?
I would say yes. The only one who wouldn't be is the tiefling, who is up on the roof, mostly because of vertical access.
All right, I'll take what I can get. I mean, it is a sphere, so like, would it be 30 feet vertically?
I'll say for the sake of argument, yes.
All right.
Make it easy.
I'm going to cast. Oh, that's not the right one. Hold on. There we go. There it is. I'm going to need everybody within range that I choose. Yes. To make a Constitution saving throw, as Cori stands and holds her sword aloft.
Okay. Sounds good. So the roguish individual got a nat 1. I don't think that's gonna do it.
Nope. They're looking for a 19.
Okay, 19. You said con?
Yes, please.
Okay. It's a 16. And then the guy who has not gone yet got a 25. So 2 fail, 1 succeed.
Incredible. All right. There is a concussive like thump and a loud noise, as those who failed are going to take this number 20 thunder damage, as well as 21 radiant damage, and be knocked prone.
And 21. Okay.
And the one that succeeded is taking half of those. And not knocked prone.
Okay.
This is like a 5th level spell. I imagine there's like radiant glowing, etc., etc. And then she's just going to turn and look at the closest person and say, "You're making a mistake."
Okay. Threatening lines, threatening lines. So that was Cori. Gwen, it is your turn.
I would like to tiny rage, please.
Okay.
Gwen uses her bonus action to go into a rage, and then she pulls out the runt axe and run towards the individual who has not attacked yet
Okay.
on the ground, and she is going to attack recklessly. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Oh, boy. Don't forget to multiply your fire dice.
Yes. And then the next one is I don't think my brutal critical is a 19 yet, right? Sorry, let me just double check. Because I rolled a 19 in the second one. No, okay. Okay, so the second one is a 20, 30.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
So the first one is 2d12 plus roll an extra die when critting. So 3d12 and 3d6. Miss rolling dice. All right, that's 27, 9, 29, 20, 30,
36.
33 plus, plus 10, so 43 damage.
Holy shit. Okay. There.
And Gwen is just laughing.
And that's both attacks?
That's the first attack.
Good! Solid!
The second attack is just a normal hit, and that is 20 damage.
Okay. Yeah, it seems that Cori was correct in that they are making a very big mistake by doing this.
Gwen's eyes are glowing, and she just goes, "Are you sure about this? Because I'm gonna have some fun."
I've been cooped up on a boat for too long! Okay, sounds good.
It's over for you fuckers. We've had downtime.
Okay, sounds good. So then next up, is going to be this tiefling. And they they have to stand up first off because they were knocked prone from Cori's concussive blast. Let me see what they can do at this point.
Attack 13 times? Does that sound right?
They are going to jump. And Arjhan, they are going to attempt to strike at you. And when they jump up towards you, you see them rear back with their fist. And as they bring it forward, it looks like their palm is like shifting in and out as it gets closer towards you.
I'm in danger.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Reminder, if you're in 30 feet and you roll a 1, I got you.
12.
A 12? So, this monk's quivering palm ability. The target must succeed on a DC 18 Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, the target is reduced to 0 hit points. So, Arjhan, as this palm makes contact with your chest, I don't know if you've ever had heart palpitations before, but I can let you know what they feel like. Your heart starts, like, rapidly beating arrhythmically, and then it ceases for a moment, and you just see Arjhan fall from the sky.
I'm significantly high in the air.
Yeah. I would say upon hitting the ground, 1 failed death save.
Mm-hmm.
And you see them leap over to another building, and they call down Silas, Yevon, and then they point with their thumb, and then you watch as they begin making their way across the rooftops. Next up, Silas. Or no, next up is Caelum. We're still in the first round. Caelum, you've seen Arjhan, full health. Blast, 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 blast. Monk's turn. Monk goes, 1 touch. Arjhan drops.
There is a flourish of the cloak and the owl mask comes on and just says, kill them all. And he uses his Blessing of the Raven Queen to teleport 30 feet up, flies 30 feet forward. Can he spot the tiefling on the roof?
Yes, he can.
Time stop.
Fun. Okay. Roll that d4. How many turns this boy getting?
I have 5 turns to fuck with him. But I only
love
need
this game.
2.
All right, so, Caelum, you have stopped time for everyone but you.
There is a
5 turns.
rage he has not felt before. Well, he's felt it before. He's gonna cast Prismatic Wall in the shape of a dome over them.
Over each of them?
No, over
over the tiefling. Okay.
Yeah. Turn 1. Oh, I need to... He overcasts for this one.
Sure.
Turn 2. He reverses gravity inside of the dome.
And those both aren't concentration.
They are not.
That's dumb. Okay.
I think, reverse gravity's concentration.
Okay.
So they need to make a DC 20 dex check.
Which, I mean, if time stopped, they can't do that?
Up to you? That's up to DM Fiat.
Jeremy Crawford, I call upon you!
They will need to make the save whenever the spell takes effect on them, which will be at the end of the time stop.
So immediately, because I'm affecting them with reverse gravity.
Okay. 17.
Does not make it.
Zoop.
Okay, so they go through 7 layers of hell. So they're gonna have to make 7 different checks for a prismatic wall.
Does
Can I
the
have
time stop end when they are dealt damage?
Whenever I affect a creature. So
it will
the
end
reverse
this way.
gravity. The reverse gravity ends. No, the time stop ends immediately as I cast reverse gravity.
Got you. Okay. Sounds good. So they need to make 7 saving throws as you just launch them through this?
Yup. It's a con save. For the first one, DC 20 con save or take 10d6 fire damage.
Okay, they fail.
Let's see, where are you? They take 38 points of fire damage.
Okay, halved because they are tiefling.
Next con save for acid.
Lower than that.
They take 38 points of acid damage.
Okay.
Another save.
That one... Is this also a con?
Yes, it's all con saves.
Good. They are not trained in con. They fail that one as well.
I picked the right person. 32 points of lightning damage.
They are a crispy chicken because they had 11 HP left. What were the other things in this?
Cold damage for blue, indigo, constitution save, or they start becoming petrified, and finally violet. On a failed save, the creature is blinded.
Okay, so they crispy chicken, and
I
then
can
they
dismiss it
flash
as a free
freeze.
action for another set of 7.
Sorry, what?
I can dismiss reverse gravity to have them fall again through the prisms.
They had 11 before going through the lightning, so they get turned into a rock and shoot up because they are petrified.
I think you just glassed somebody.
And you all just see this tiefling just... Or rather, you see Caelum go up to the roof, and then things get a little weird for a second, where you feel like you lost a good 12 seconds, but you're not really sure how.
It's like in an MMO where like everybody launches their abilities, and so like you're stumbling in, lagging, and then all of a sudden you're...
Yeah. You rubber band in for a little bit. Like there's a bird that was over here, but now it's like far off to the side. You don't know how it got there. All right, so that happened.
Caelum's standing on the roof and looks down at the 2. Kneel or fall, your choice.
And it is the one that Gwen just attacked. And what are they gonna do?
I love that you make these encounters and then you like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he can stop time. Obviously, this would happen.
I'm making death saves. I dropped from 177 to 1 failed death save. I don't know.
That
That's
rogue
fair,
was
it's fair.
correct in singling Caelum out.
Yeah. Y'all are teleporting. There's a dragon man, and he's just like, that guy's a wizard. Stab.
Can you imagine if these guys got the drop on us?
That would have been the case if you had not gotten to Parnell as quickly as you did. Yeah, he just sort of like looks at all of you, and then he's gonna try and make a break for it. He's gonna try and run.
Okay.
Whomst?
This
The
would
one-
be the drow fighter looking individual.
The
The
rogue?
one in-
No,
no,
not the
me.
rogue. The rogue was a half elf. How dare you?
Sorry.
This would be Yevon, the drow.
Oh, okay. Well, who's
This is
Silas
6
then?
Silas was the rogue.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Roguey name.
I'm
Does
keeping
a six?
I'm keeping track.
Gwen.
Can I attack recklessly when I'm?
As a reaction?
Doing a reaction?
Pretty sure.
Because I already am.
It's until
The
the end
whole
of your.
round?
Yeah. Did you attack recklessly on your turn?
Yeah, then you're still
It's
attacking
until
recklessly.
yeah, it's till the end of your or
That's
beginning of
okay.
your next turn.
Does a 29 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. For 19 damage.
Okay. That's fine. They're still hauling ass. They want nothing to do with this now. Yeah, and you see them just like run down the alleyway and then round a corner.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that is them. Next up, Arjhan.
Death save?
Yep.
I'm like, does D&D Beyond have a thing? No. Not yet. One success.
One success. Okay.
I've been hurt too many times by death saves. I'm just sitting here going like, don't be a 1, don't be a 1, don't be a 1.
I know. And then it is the rogue's turn. And
Again?
the rogue.
Oh.
Wait,
What?
I have the boon of wound closure.
Oh.
I stabilize whenever I am dying at the start of my turn.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Again, with that, because you'd received that as a gift from Lessinor, I believe,
Yeah.
correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so you just see, like, it is dark out, you are laying in this pool of shadow, and the shadows then begin to, like, stitch your wounds together. Although you don't really have wounds, because you got one touched, so it's more like you see it sort of like you inhale them, and then exhale, and, like, your breathing is fine again. It seems like being one with the shadow has helped you this day. Just like it will potentially help Silas, who wants fucking nothing to do with this for right now. This is, he came in to take care of that shitty dude, and now harm's dead. So he is outie. He's gone. He slinks into the shadows and makes a break for it. All right, so high-level combat lasted 1 round. Cori, Arjhan is lying on the ground. He's breathing, but, like, he's not bloody. There's also, like, a thudding sound as you watch as, like, a statue of a tiefling just gets sent through a building. Or, no, I guess it would get sent through the rainbow prism again. So it's statue of a
It's actually still floating. I haven't.
Oh, okay. It's just like it's hanging out. Like when you see like those tubes of air that are just like keeping things like floating in video games. Like it's that, but like this tumbling statue of what looked like a individual like trying to run away.
There's nothing we can do about petrification, right?
Don't you have healing touch?
It's that was a spell, wasn't it?
I believe a greater restoration would also work on that, but they're dead.
Well, I mean, that's no problem for me either. I imagine. Yeah. First of all,
Paladin.
Cori's gonna let those 2 guys run, and she'll take a few steps towards Arjhan, kneel down, lay on hands. You're getting the full amount. It's 80. You get 80 hit points. Yeah, there's just like one really bright, like I imagine she's to a point where like all her magic is concussive now. So yeah, like
Clear.
bright light. 80 hit points. I'm not gonna bother clicking all of that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, we'll just remember no more lay on hands for me. She's gonna look Arjhan in the face and say, "The other 2 have run off. Do you want me to try to bring that one to life?"
No, it's just a statue again, just sort of levitating, bouncing a little bit in the air.
I need one of them.
Gwen is taking off after the one that ran away from her.
Cori nods. Are we out of combat, or should we?
Yeah, you're out of combat on that
Yeah,
one.
Gwen-
Gwen, you round
Gwen
the
is-
corner, there is no one there. You do, like, there's, like, that burnt ozone, kind of, like, that dude had magic. Son of a bitch.
Just cracks a barrel.
Huh. Okay. Sorry, I was looking up my locate creature spell, and it specifically says a creature of a specific kind, so long as you have seen such a creature up close within 30 feet at least once. And I know for a fact they were all within 30 feet of me.
That is true. Yeah, if you wish to hunt, go for it.
Wish to hunt. Holy shit.
Tell me where.
We have had downtime for far too long.
Feeling antsy. I'm out for blood.
Boy, oh boy.
I plan on
Okay.
dying tonight. What are your plans?
All right. First, are there any trees here?
No.
No. Okay.
There are like palm trees on the beach. There might be some trees like towards the jungly area.
All right. Well, Tiefling probably won't be the best choice. I imagine he's probably the most committed to whoever they're working for. Cori's going to go ahead and cast Locate Creature on whichever one she saw, like whichever one was the closest.
Well, there was the one that Gwen hit, and then there was the rogue that stabbed Caelum.
Yeah. Did the rogue have his face covered at all, or?
Doing the rogue thing of like, you only saw the eyes. They had like the bandana up over their nose.
Yeah, rogues are too sneaky. They'd be a pain to track down. I'm going for the half-elf.
Okay. Your spell fizzles.
Non-detection, baby.
Motherfucker.
What? What is it?
They have, they have magical protections on them.
Oh,
It's not
wow.
that... It's like they aren't even here.
They're out. They left.
Yeah, they are outside of your range entirely. Like, it's not like even like a, like... Yeah.
All right.
Outside of my
Well-
range is in outside of 1,000 feet or outside of this plane.
Shrugs.
Hey, this only lasts for like another 5 minutes.
Well, my locate creature is a like it works up to an hour. If I can tell whether or not they're just outside of my how do you call it, my range, then I'll take the 10 minutes it takes to summon Ampleforth, and then I'm just gonna like up and
Okay.
down the island.
So 10
I
minutes
think
to summon
Gwen-
Ampleforth.
Yeah, I think Gwen is going to start tracking as well as she can. She's going to try.
Okay. And again, there was only 5 minutes left on the floating statue.
Yeah, I'm going to leave the group. They got it handled. Arjhan's fine. I'm going to start using my survival skills.
As Cori begins to summon Ampleforth, she looks over at Caelum and says, "Don't break that."
Cori. As after the 10 minutes and you summon Ampleforth,
Mm-hmm.
your locate creature goes off.
Where?
It's towards the alleyway where that dude ran.
What? She's going to walk to the alleyway?
And you see them sort of like look at you, eyes wide, and then they just start fucking running.
I get on Ampleforth and run him down.
Yeah. No, it is they are like doing their best to try and weave in and out of things, but you have summoned Greater Steed. So there's even a point where like he like goes up to a rooftop and just like fucking torrent from Elden Ring, just like 2 hops, you're up there now. Like just chasing this dude down.
Ampleforth has fucking wings.
Yeah. And it's horrifying for this drow. Until eventually, you are upon them.
Shit. Goddamn, if only I had. All right. Yeah. Okay. There's a few things that I can do.
They look at you and shake their head and say, "All crows fly free." And he puts a hand to his chest, and you see a burst of necrotic energy.
Stop that.
He drops.
Just bring him back.
They have to be willing. Well, he's probably he's still doing death saving throws. Motherfucker, I'm getting over there. I used all my lay on hands. Cure wounds. Cure wounds. I still have cure wounds. God damn.
You get over?
We are monsters.
This guy is, like, he's not in saving throws. Like, he's dead.
Motherfucker.
And looking at him, you see that the only thing of note, well, there are several things of note on this person, but primarily he is wearing a ring on his left hand that has the emblem of a crow on it, like a crow in mid-flight. They also have a really sick-looking spear.
Nice.
And also a letter.
I pick up the spear and the body and everything that's here, throw it over Ampleforth's withers, and take him back.
Okay, so you got one corpse. A statue of a corpse.
Now, before anyone says anything, I didn't do it. He did it to himself.
Shall we resolve what Gwen was doing and what Arjhan might have done?
Yeah,
And
terribly.
Caelum.
Yeah.
Terribly sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, Gwen's tracking as much as she can.
All right, Gwen, make a survival check.
I am going to help out Gwen with this.
Okay, first one was a 17, second one was an 18.
I'm going to help out Gwen with this by throwing a piece of black rock on the ground. And a very, very large, completely black German Shepherd shaped dog is going to come out. Her name is Nyx. She speaks common.
I love her.
She has one paw that goes off to the side a little bit.
Is it lady?
It's Lady.
It's lady.
It's a Milano version of Lady.
And Lady, sorry, Nyx, stands at attention. You have summoned me, sire?
Nyx, we need to, hello, we would need to track down somebody, please, right around here.
Nyx, yes, that is my name. Who are we tracking? Anyone. This is a busy place.
I'll try to point out the actual...
Yep, just, like, nose into the dirt and just... Beans following after.
Gwen will give chase. I rolled an 18.
Okay. Yeah, so with an 18 and the help of Nyx, the Onyx Pupper, you end up going to what looks like a market square. And then Nyx starts, like, patting at a door. You open the door. Nyx, like, goes all the way up to the top and then is, like, at a window and like does the like hound point.
Mm-hmm. I look out the window.
You do not see anyone.
That's a good girl. That was a good girl.
Thank you. I am
You're
quite
welcome.
good, yes.
Yeah. Yes.
I was made to be the best.
I mean, around. for
Praise
sure.
me.
Okay. Good girl.
No. Best girl.
Best girl.
Damn right.
Right.
Tail
now.
wags.
So if I was following, who killed me?
That was the monk that got turned into stone. That was then doing the floaty thing.
So no, okay.
The rogue was like, stabbed Caelum the once, saw all this shit happen, and Gwen going bloodthirsty madness on this dude, and was like,
So there's only one left, and one that Arjhan hasn't paid a lot of attention to.
that is correct. And this was the one that he did not pay much attention to.
Okay. So I probably wouldn't be able to cast my version of locate object or creature.
Most likely, no. But you can see that Nyx is at least pointing, pointed, that at the edge of these rooftops is where it becomes forest.
What do you want to do?
I need one of them. Arjhan will
Uppies.
go into. Nyx return.
Nyx nods. Like, yes, of course. And then zoop.
And we'll go fly into the forest.
Okay, sounds good. You go off, fly into the forest. Meanwhile, Caelum, you had this sphere. Cori went off. Arjhan and Gwen went off. There's a tiefling made of stone that you were told to watch over. About 5 members of the city guard come by because there was a loud, like a concussive blast that went off in this general area, and then they saw a dome of multicolor. Excuse me.
Hi.
Is everything all right here?
No, I'd like to report a stabbing. And he turns and opens up his cloak.
Oh my goodness! Yes! Jenkins! And like, one of them will like, come up. Yes, you reported a stabbing. Who was it?
Points. Sorry, it was sort of reactionary.
They look and just... Statue stabbed you?
They're an ex-person.
Did you X this person? They stabbed you. You are within your rights. You can tell us. We are minnows, but we will at least do our duty.
Well, it sort of went a little blank for me after they jumped in the air and knocked out my friend, but yes, they attacked me.
Good heavens. And one of them looked... It's a storm crow! Just filthy crows. Better without them. Well, we can take this one in. Make sure that it's demolished properly.
No. I have a few questions for them.
That's rather grim.
In the adventurer's line of work, not a lot of things have pretty connotations. Do you have any forms that I need to file, some releases?
Yes, we do, actually. Do you have anyone else that can vouch for your word that you were stabbed by this one?
They're currently off hunting the other two that were here.
Did you say hunting? You were hunting men for sport here? This is not something that we do in paradise. And Cori, that's when you show up with, like, body draped over the back, like, I finally got one!
No, she comes back immediately saying, okay, I know what this looks like, but... Oh, God.
Oh, my word! Just...
They're also a crow, if that
Yeah,
counts for
first,
anything.
first of all, Stormcrow. Second of all, he did this to himself.
One of them will go up and, like, move the head up, check the eyes, then, like, it does a little spell. Just seems to nod to confirm this. Just, well. I don't know if we can just let you keep the body.
That's fine. Cori takes the letter and the ring off of him.
Okay, and they will then, like, two of them will, like, under the arms, and the other grabs the legs and just take them back to the garrison. And
Cori
the
hands
others nod.
hands those two things over to Caelum.
Thank you.
No problem.
And then they look at you and just... This isn't going to be a problem, is it?
I don't know, is it?
That's what I'm asking you.
It's not going to be a problem unless you make it one.
Well, Cori, hold on.
Cori, there's a... Like, after you say that, you look at all of them and they are wearing guard uniforms.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Just, they sort of, like, straighten up and one of them, like, puts a hand on a sword.
But we will be out of your hair either tomorrow or the day after.
Right. Well, if you would like to file a report, come by the garrison. We will confirm your story.
Thank you, Captain.
Have a good night.
You as well. Try not to cause any more trouble. It's getting late out. Any concussive blasts, if that was you all. Remember, this is paradise.
Welcome to paradise.
Turn, and then the five of them just...
Simon,
Yes.
when Arjhan got hit, was the monk's hand the one that had a Stormcrow ring on it?
They all had Stormcrow rings on it.
Right, but I would have gotten a good look at the hand that was going to hit me. Did that hand have a ring on it?
If not the hand that done touched you, but the hand that grabbed your bolt out of the air.
So you would say that that's...
There's an air of familiarity to this.
I would have an idea of an object of a particular kind.
Yes.
I like to cast locate object.
Okay. And this is at the edge of the woods.
So we're going in
Okay. And what is the range on locate object?
1,000 feet.
Okay. Let me see.
So like a half mile, 2/3 of a mile.
Because they are a fast boy.
Roughly a fifth of a mile, I think. 1,000 feet is like five, or no, rather, a mile is like 5 thou.
Right. I'm thinking of yards to miles.
Why
Imperial
don't we
system.
just use metric? God damn.
No! We
It has to
tried
be
that. We
arbitrary.
didn't like it. So we stayed what we were doing.
Arjhan's speed is, well, his walking speed is 45.
Okay. Yeah, you can see, or you at least feel them in the woods, or at least can feel the object. And it seems to be stationary. Going after it?
Arjhan's going to take a hand mirror to his face. Would you mind helping me set up an ambush? As somebody who I really need to take alive.
Yes.
He's casting Summon Draconic Spirit.
Gwen, from this hand mirror, Arjhan, you said it was a hand mirror, right?
Mm-hmm.
You hear a growl, a deep, satisfied, happy growl. All right.
I'll point the hand mirror and say the distance away.
Yeah. And Gwen just hand mirror glows with this vibrant green light. And you watch as, like, from the side view, like, you can see something small getting larger and larger and larger until it's right up against the mirror, and then just this spectral thing emerges through the mirror, and it is a dragon. Specifically, a dragon that's at like 85% opacity.
Double standard.
Oh, he's not dead. That's me.
And the head turns and looks at you, and it's like if you like Control T, like stretched it out and then added like a lot more definition and like skull aspect to it, but it's Arjhan. And they look at you, and you just see this draconic smile peel up the side of their face.
Okay.
Arjhan, this is Gwen.
And they bring up a claw and like individual finger wave at you.
Stop, bitches.
So, who are we setting a trap for today?
Oh, God.
And as this draconic spirit asks you this question, that is where we are going to call it for tonight's session. So I'd like to say thank you to everybody who decided to stop by and join us for this wonderful session of Dungeons and or Dragons. Shit is kicking up, and I'm super excited in order to do so. But I'm always excited whenever these folks are on the channel. Hey, RJ, where can we find you? What do you do?
Hey everybody, my name is RJ, and you can catch me at RJustice282 on Twitter and Twitch, where I tweet about the nerdy things in my life and sometimes stream with my friends. Whenever I go live, I usually tweet out and retweet those tweets. So far, it's Mondays and Sundays over here at the Endor Adventures, 8:30 EST. All the time zones line up now. Yes. Sundays for Beyond the Witchlight. Of course, Mondays here for the Homebrew campaign. Thursdays over at GGK, where we're doing a hack of Elegant Magic, which is a Good Society game. It's called Elegant Creatures. We use Urban Shadows, 2nd edition. It's amazing. Saturday over at GGK once again for Star Power, a JoJo Bizarre Adventure inspired game where we're fighting phantoms. And I think I'm about to kill 2 party members. Yeah. Sunday mornings over the Hyped Albums channel, where we do another 5e game, so catch me there, DanaeKeener.com.
Hello, everybody. I'm LBHackEmUp. You can find me at LBHackEmUp on the Twitters and the Twitches. The next time I'm going to be live is tomorrow at 3 o'clock EST. I'm going to be playing some Dead by Daylight. I'm going to be playing some Killer at first, and then maybe joined by some friends playing some Survivor later. I just started playing Nia, and I'm really excited. She's very fun. And then after that, I will be on GGK at around 8 o'clock. We're doing our maybe session 0 for our new Stars Without Numbers game, but mostly probably playing some like Gartic Phone, Jackbox games, that sort of fun stuff while we're in intermission between our stuff. The LBHackEmUp channel is going to be hello, Raiders. Welcome in. The LBHackEmUp channel is going to be doing their normal stream maybe on Wednesday, but on Thursday night for sure with Themeless Thursdays. Lauren is going to be streaming on Friday. I will not be there, unfortunately. And then on Sunday, I'll be back on GGK doing our new Blaze in the Shadows game with the lovely and wonderful Greek Sid of the raid. And we're getting in. I will not be there this week, but they will be playing, and it's going to be so much fun. Greek Sid plays my ex-girlfriend, so it's super awkward and super amazing. But we'll be back live on LBHackEmUp Sunday evening, playing some maybe Dead by Daylight, Left 4 Dead, who knows, just depends. I will be coming back from a flight, so I'm going to be playing something that doesn't take a lot of brain power. And then back here on Monday, DanaeKeener.com.
Hoi! I'm Cyber. You can find me on Twitter, where I shitpost. You can find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/cyber1201. We're playing Control right now. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but we can fly now and throw things with our mind, and it's great. And I have a YouTube. Eventually, I'm going to post more campaign diaries for Rhyme of the Frost Maiden, but whenever I feel like it. And then, hey, I'm here on Mondays for this game, and I'm also playing D&D on Saturdays on twitch.tv/the Capricorn Cross. DanaeKeener.com.
You can go to DanaeKeener.com. Hi, everybody. I'm Danae Keener. You can find me at DanaeKeener.com. I do nerdy drawings, mostly related to D&D and a lot of things on this channel. You can also find me at Danae Keener on Twitter. I've got a pinned tweet there that says all the streams that I'm involved in. So you can go and check that out. DanaeKeener.com.
And if you made it this far, you probably already know who I am, but if you don't, hey Acorns, what's up? It's me, your buddy, your pal, your friend, the Indoor Adventurer, the showrunner here at twitch.tv/Indoor Adventures. We do shows like this on Monday and Thursday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, as well as on Sundays at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm still working on figuring out how to change the intro, because it's been, or the outro, because it's been like a year plus since it's all been lined up at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is awesome. But that's it across the board, 5:30 p.m. PST. It's dynamite. If this is your first time joining us, you can go to youtube.com/Indoor Adventures to check up on our after show called Nights in the Courtyard, where we answer questions not only from each other, but also from the community. So if you have any questions for myself or any of these other fine folk, you can feel free to join us at youtube.com/Indoor Adventures, or you can go towards where anywhere audio casts are made available for free. You can find us there under the same moniker. And speaking of things that are being made available for free, we are going to be going into our Patreon supported after show called Nights in the Courtyard, where we answer questions not only from each other, but also from the community. If you want to join us for that after show, the easiest way to do so is to ask your questions and our questions for the court's chat of our Discord. You can find the link in the Twitch chat to the side or in the description of this video or audio cast down below. But we are going to be heading off to that after show. But if you want to stick around, RJ has suggested that we raid Cafe 3G. Is that their name?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we're going to hit that old raid button. We're going to head on over there. You guys have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you all next time. All right, everybody. Bye-bye! Hit the raid button. So you got 10 seconds. We're going to the big screen. What's good, everybody?